Alright, what's up everybody? We are on Season 3, Episode 9 of Attack on Titan called Ruler of the Walls. What can I say, man? I'm just super excited to see where things are gonna go. The last couple of episodes have been pretty insane to say the least. Although the most recent one, I guess, was a little bit more of a recap. That's kind of how I treated it, of like getting us back in touch with like, okay, this is everything we need to do right now. And main priority is obviously to take care of Rod Rice, who was turned into a Titan, and he's now crawling towards this city or whatever. I think it was called Orvad District, right? He's crawling towards there. I'm not really sure what that's about, actually. The thing is also that we know that Erwin, for example, he did not want to evacuate the people in there. So very curious to find out, why that is. And clearly Erwin has a plan, as always, right? So I'm just waiting for it to be revealed, I guess. Maybe he wants the people in there to see the Titan for some reason. Yeah, again, I guess I will know, by the, or maybe in this episode or something. And after that, as soon as that's been taken care of, yeah, then it's a matter of finally using that hardening ability that Eren now has well developed and use it to seal up the gap in the wall from the very beginning of the show. And then we can get back to his house and his, more importantly, basement, which of course has been teased from the start of the show already, and then hopefully find out all the stuff that his dad has been, I guess, looking into and what he learned. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm so hyped just knowing what's kind of ahead of us, I guess, because all this stuff, it's been built up like that for a reason, I assume, and I can only assume that that means it's going to be even bigger probably than I think it might be. But we're gonna find out about that. I guess there is actually one thing I still want to get into, a quick little detail to mention, I guess. Something that I realized recently, because that's the thing, like, I've been watching these recent couple of episodes without getting any of the input from the patrons like I usually do get. So I've been kind of on my own, actually, which this is not the best part of the show so far to be on my own with, I gotta say. But that being said, I was just kind of, I watched the episodes a second time afterwards, every time when I do these reactions, because I just want to make sure I get all the details and I'm able to kind of correct myself if necessary, right? There was one little scene, I think that was like episode 6 already, where we saw a sort of flashback with a younger version of Kenny, and he was talking to his granddad there. And he was talking about how he had apparently sort of like tracked his sister down, and she was working in a brothel, but accidentally got pregnant, but she wanted to keep the kid. And I didn't understand what that whole conversation was even about and why it was important. Because I figured like, well, it can't be about Mikasa, right? Because we actually know it's her dad who was part of the Ackerman family. Yeah, and then later I suddenly realized like, oh, because it's probably about Levi, right? I don't know why I didn't think of that on the spot back then. I'm assuming Levi is actually the kid of this sister of Kenny, which would make Kenny, I guess, his uncle then. But yeah, he apparently wasn't really in touch with his sister anymore, which explains why Levi and Kenny, Kenny knew about Levi, but Levi didn't really know that Kenny was part of his family or something, right? So something is going on there. And again, like, that's maybe backstory for Levi that we're still going to get into. I also still feel like Kenny is still alive, even though we saw him there. They were kind of teasing to us that like, oh, the debris might have killed him, but it seemed like he managed to get away. So I have no doubt, all that is to say, that we're still going to get into all of this in the remainder of the season, but we'll find out. Anyway, the next 8 episodes, of course, are up on Patreon. If you enjoy these reactions, want to support my channel, you can already watch all the way up until Season 3, Episode 17, I think, which should be up there right now. Yeah, full-length reactions, of course, as always. OVAs, I've watched 5 OVAs in total. I've got some season reviews and exclusive videos up there as well. So that is all much appreciated, and you all know the drill about that. So it's linked on top of the description, as always. And then for now, let's get into this new episode of Attack on Titan. Is that the Rod Rice? Well, what are we seeing? Okay, yeah, that is one. It's funny how he crawls like that. I mean, didn't they basically call him an abnormal now too? I still don't know what is even up with like the fact that there are supposedly also then abnormal titans and regular titans.
住民を避難させず町にとどめるだと。夜明け時にはもうあの巨人はここに到着するのだぞ。
So many scared people always.
それが何だと言うんだ。
目標の巨人はより大勢の人間が密集する方へと吸い寄せられるこの城壁都市に反応するほどの
Okay, that's a thing with the abnormal ones?
急に住民をウォールシーナ内へ避難
Then he wouldn't go there.
目
Okay.
標はそれに引き寄せられ壁を破壊し突き進む
Oh, like that. What the fuck?
最も人々の密集したむることに
Since when do we know this? I feel like I've never heard about this before.
エレン・イエーガーの中にある巨人を操る力を試しましたがロッドレイス巨人には通じませんでした
Ah. Well, yeah. He's quite different from the other ones, I guess. Yeah, that made him look a little silly now.
つまりあの巨人はおとりとなる大勢の住民が必要なのです。ただし、民の命
I mean, what are they even gonna use to take it down, though?
存在意義であることに変わりはありません。オルブドクと周辺の住民には緊急避難訓練と称し、状況によってオルブドク外へ移動させやすい体制を整えます。目標はかつてないほど巨大な体ですが、それゆえにノロまで的がでかい。壁上固定法は大変有効なはずです。
Easy target, but
もしそれでも倒せない場合
hard
は
to damage probably too.
調査兵団最大の兵力を駆使するしかありません。
I guess they've got the cannons ready as usual, but yeah, I don't see those doing too much, honestly.
この訓練では巨人の模型や大砲なども使用します。くれぐれもパニックにならず落ち着いて我々の指示に従ってください。
I don't see them remaining calm.
店の仕込みを始めんといかんから帰らせてもらうぞ。
今日は絶対に客が来ません。休みにしましょう。
じゃと小娘。
こんな北の内地で訓練だって。
自分たちの力を誇示しようとしてんだよ。偽物の王の次は俺たちがお前らの主人だとな。
俺たちは今意味のねえことに付き合わされてんのか。
ああ、こんな
So I guess the people are getting a little bit wary now too of everything going on. Prefer the fake king. Trust me, you don't prefer him. He has the IQ of a goldfish.
煙
Yeah, I told you. I mean, invincible, literally. Maybe Historia could do something. Probably not, though. I think again, Historia has made a choice, and Rod Rice has made his choice too, whatever that is.
地上の大砲はさらに効果が薄いようだ。
当たり前だ。壁上からの射角にしたって大して同じに当たってねえじゃねえか。
加え、ここは北側の内地だ。最前線の兵団のように実戦を踏んでいるわけじゃない。
なんせ今回も俺ら調査兵団の作戦は博打しかねえからな。お前の思いつくものは全て
I mean, Erwin's gambles usually pan out pretty okay.
ありったけの火薬とロープとネット。
リヴァイから聞いたと思うが、ヒストリア。ここをしのいだ暁に、
Oh, that she has to be the
君に
queen.
はこの壁の世界を治める女王となってもらう。当然、
She's cool with that.
こんな前線にいてもらっては困る。
Oh,
私には疑問です。
he's saying they need to protect
民
her.
衆とは名ばかりの王になびくほど純朴なのでしょうか。
Ah, that's a good point. She has to prove herself first. Ah, yeah, that's what they were talking about with the people being suspicious and wary of everything.
本当に強くなったんだな。
A true goddess.
お前は弱いやつだと思ってたけど、逆だった。
Rhino was right in the end.
弱いのは俺だ。
Oh, come on, Aaron.
と思っていたんだ。あれほど憎んだ巨人も自分の体だとすんなり受け入れられたのも、その強さは自分のものだと思いたかったから。それこそ弱いやつの発想だ。壁の穴が塞げるようになったからって それで人類は救われるのか。俺は特別でも何でも
It's about steps. I mean, you can't just do it all at once.
でも本当についてないのは人類の皆さんだ。俺なんかが切り札でよ。なあ、この町の子供たちはまるで
Of himself.
あの日の俺たちみたいだな。
Just like that already happened previously in like season 2, I guess. Maybe that was season 1 actually.
あの人違うのは壁の上に巨人を迎え撃つ兵士がいて、それが僕らだってことだ。そうだ、橋まで積み上げよう。
Yeah, you couldn't really rely on those drunk guys surrounding Hannes on that first day. I still feel like whatever weapon they're creating is not gonna be the key to defeating it there. What is he doing?
どうしようもねえクソガキをぶん殴っただけなんだけど、死んでたらいいな。
Man, this depression phase Aaron is in, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, he's just gonna burst right through the wall right now, isn't he? Okay, that stopped him for now. Oh. Didn't, like, Berthold use a similar move? It's just like that, the way he's rising out on top. Oh shit. What a sight. Like, did he just get that oh my god. Was all of that just torn off by the crawling, or... Holy shit, man, you've just got his guts literally spilling out. Thank you, Levi.
あとは俺たちが引き受ける。
エレン、出番だよ。
ああ、頼りないかもしれねえけど、人類には切り札があるってことだ。
Oh shit.
あれは巨人。
He's back. I wonder if he could use that hardening ability or something to protect the wall even further, or... What are they doing? Okay, maybe this equipment could work the way they're hyping it up. Oh, I love the way that face looks. Oh, he's going down. Is he just gonna...
つまりあの巨人を倒すには口の中に火薬ぶち込んであわよくば同じこと吹っ飛ばそうってことか。
そうだ。
So that way hopefully kill whoever is inside, so in this case Rod.
つまり開く口すらないのかもしれない。
I guessed that right. Honestly, this made it even easier to throw it in. Jesus Christ.
これほどの巨体でも本体は縦1メートル、幅10センチの大きさしかない。本体を破壊しない限り、また体を再生させ、高熱の盾を生みます。君の考えは理解したが、戦闘への参加を許可。
She's doing it regardless.
団長、どうか。
まあもっとも、私のこの体では君を止めることはできないだろう。
始めた親子喧嘩なんです。
Wow, look at this shot, man. Shit. I guess that was it.
話を聞いてよ父さん。巨人を一匹残らず殺せばいいんだよ。なんで分かってくれないんだ。僕ならきっと大丈夫だよ兄さん。
私に任せて父さん。先祖の亡霊なんかに私は負けないから。
神よ。
Why did it look like she literally just fell? Wait, was a fall broken? Like an Assassin's Creed game here?
あれは私の妄想。私は本当に自分の意志で動いてるの。私はヒストリアレイス。
Your
こ
queen.
の壁の真の王です。
Ah, that's why they were going with that title. That's Kenny, right?
私は今死ぬわけにはいかないんだ。どうか許してくれ。
勘弁してくれよ。わからねえのか。名前は。
Damn, he lost his hair completely on one side.
Kenny。報告で、ここは俺だけでいい。
了解しました。
大やけどにその出血。あんたはもう。
Oh, damn. So what, are they gonna have some type of final conversation or something, or?
どうかな。
Oh, shit. What the fuck? How did he get that? And what is that even about? Alright, well, another very cool episode. Of course, mostly action-packed and all about figuring out a way to defeat Rod Rice, which I guess now has been done. Again, I was kind of just expecting that this is the way things would unfold, because it seemed like, as I already talked about, I think, last episode, getting rid of him was kind of in-between objective, just like the boulder had been back in like the first season of, of Attack on Titan. And then now, obviously, we can see where we go from here, right? But yeah, some things... Actually, like, still speaking a little bit about Rod Rice there, I think the interesting part and where I didn't really know what to make of it was that little scene that we got right at the moment where Historia killed him. We see some scenes from his perspective there, right? And again, like, I still want to learn about his motivation, because look, his reasons that he was giving, back there in the cave or whatever you call it, where he was just telling to Historia, like, oh, you should just be a god or whatever. This is the way it's meant to be or something, right? And it's like, yeah, that's not a very convincing argument, but then here what we see now is some real struggles that we're clearly seeing with him, where he's not exactly... Yeah, I don't really know what that's about, right? But we're seeing him with his brother there, and his oldest daughter, of course, who turned into he wanted to have her turn into that founding titan or whatever, right? The daughter, Frida, there mentioned something interesting about, like, oh, I'll be able to take on the ghosts of our ancestors or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is that about? I have no idea. Again, like, that line even completely slipped me, I think, during the episode itself. But then I quickly went back just to watch that particular scene to see if I had missed anything there. And yeah, that line stood out to me. And I'm not sure if there's any real more significance to it. The episode also ended with Kenny there, who so far is still alive right now. And I think that might mean, yeah, he's going to stay alive because he has a way out. And that is the injection that he has. And I don't know how he managed to get a hold of it or something, or what that even is. That's actually another question that I kind of had, is like, okay, what are these injections, first of all? You know, like, I mean, that's the way they turn people into Titans, but how did they even get a hold of that? Or how did they even manage to find out what that stuff is? Or, you know, again, like, where did they produce that stuff? I have no idea what's up with that, right? And why is it that they you know, they had these injections for I guess the regular people that turn into Titans or something, but then now Rod Reiss had this special injection or something for himself. Well, actually, that was initially meant for Historia, right? With the blue stuff. And I feel like the normal ones usually showed like red stuff in there, but I could be wrong about that. And then the one that Rod Reiss had like blue stuff or whatever, and that turned him into this crazy giant one, right? Yeah, actually, that I should quickly then look if I can make out what that injection is that Kenny has. Oh, we actually don't see what's in there. There's nothing in there yet. He still has to fill it up. But, okay. Yeah, what's gonna happen there, right? I mean, what is he gonna turn himself into? Just a regular Titan or something crazier than that? I don't know. Another quick little thing that I should, I guess, mention, because that's a little thing that Hanji mentioned, I think, right at the beginning, where like, okay, Rod Reiss had turned into an abnormal Titan, and that meant that he would be going for larger groups rather than smaller groups. He would always prefer to go for the bigger groups for some reason, right? He's not exactly mindless then, I guess, or something. Interesting detail where I don't know what to make of it again, but it was just kind of casually mentioned here, like I should have already known about this or something, but I don't think I really did. At least I hadn't remembered it if it had already been mentioned in a previous episode or something. But yeah, it's what I also talked about literally during the episode. I still don't really know what the deal is between these regular Titans and then the abnormal Titans. There is, again, but we know this about the show, right? There is so much stuff to keep track of all at the same time. And I really wonder how all of this is going to kind of like start coming together in a way, right? Yeah, because again, like, I mean, you can go into, again, the abnormal Titans and the regular Titans. I mean, you can just go into like, okay, how do these vaccinations work? What are the motives of these characters? Then you still know that in the back of your head, there's like, again, the stuff like the basement and the Beast Titan. It's like, damn, dude, so many different things to keep track of all at the same time. It's really complicated. And again, I've said that plenty of times, and I don't think I really need to apologize for it or something, because this is normal with the show. But yeah, that makes it quite an interesting show to react to, and just overall to be able to keep track of. Like, that's a challenge in and of itself. And but that's what I really enjoy about it. Nonetheless, yeah, again, very curious to see where they're gonna go here now that it seems the situation with Rod Reiss at least has been resolved. We're gonna see where exactly this Kenny and Levi thing is gonna go, because I think that's something they'll be getting into now in the next episode. And then after that, we might finally make some progress towards the basement. Who knows? That's what I'm very hyped about. Anyway, that was it for my reaction to this episode. Of course, like I said, the next 8 episodes are up on Patreon. Linked on top of the description. You can watch all the way until Season 3, Episode 17 over there. Full-length reactions. If you want to watch the entire episodes along with me. OVA reactions and a bunch of cool extra videos there to check out. And then for now, hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.